Taxes. We all pay them, but I bet you've never paid them like this. Forget income tax. Let's dive into 5 of the most bizarre taxes in history. First up, the salt tax. Imagine paying a tax on something you need to live. In ancient China and medieval France, salt was like white gold, and governments slapped a heavy tax on it. In France, this hated tax, called the gabelle, became so oppressive that it actually helped spark the French Revolution. People got so desperate they even formed secret salt smuggling gangs. Talk about a salty situation. Next, how about a tax on your shadow? No, I'm not kidding. In ancient Egypt, if your house's shadow fell onto a public street, you had to pay a shadow tax. It sounds ridiculous, but it was a clever, if annoying way for the government to monetize every inch of city space. Think of it as the world's first and weirdest zoning fee. Moving over to 18th century Britain, we find the brick tax. The government decided to tax people based on the number of bricks in their houses. What did builders do? They started using bigger bricks to use fewer of them. But the tax man caught on and started taxing brick size too. This led to some seriously strange-looking buildings with crooked walls as people tried every trick in the book to avoid paying. But Britain wasn't done yet. In 1696, they introduced the window tax. The idea was to tax the rich, who had bigger houses with more windows. But it backfired spectacularly. To save money, people just started bricking up their windows, plunging their homes into darkness. This is where the phrase daylight robbery is said to have come from, literally robbing people of daylight. Finally, we head to 18th century Russia for the soul tax. Peter the Great decided to tax people not on what they owned, but simply for existing. Every male soul was taxed, regardless of age or wealth. It didn't matter if you were a baby or an old man, a peasant or a prince. If you were on the census, you owed the government. This tax was so feared that entire villages would flee into the forests to avoid being counted. A price on your very spirit. So, the next time you're feeling down about tax season, just be glad you don't have to pay for your own shadow. If you enjoyed this trip through history's weirdest taxes, hit that like button and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.